Hello brew tubers who join me back in the brew shed for the second brew day in a row. Doing my Jester and Olicana Pale Ale again. The first batch I lost as the shive blew in that sort of 38 degrees Celsius day. The heat was just too much, and you shot the shive 20 foot across the garden. It was outside under the shade of the Fuggles plant, but yeah, it's still too hot for it, so glad it didn't happen in here, but yeah, I lost the whole cask, which is a shame, so I'm brewing it again. Made a couple of changes to the original recipe, increased the hop amount basically. I did bottle 1 or 2 bottles of the beer, and it just seemed to be lacking something, so yeah, just had a couple bit more hops just to give it a bit more of a how's your father, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. Not using my Bulldog brewer today since that has failed. So yeah, there's something wrong with the temperature probe, I think. It's not connecting, or there's some dodgy connection, or it's burnt out, something like that. Coming up with error E1, which means the temperature probe is probably busted. So that's disgraced itself, and I've gone back to my plastic Pico boiler as my HLT, and I'm using the hop cat as the main brewing mash tun thing, you know how it is. So yes, start of the mash. Marisota pale ale malt as the base malt, bit of amber malt for additional flavour and colour, and some torrefied wheat for head retention and to add a little bit of body and stuff to it as well. So yeah, mash that for an hour and a half. So there we are, just the start of the mashing process. I'm going to put the plate on now. So the HLT is up to temperature. Time to start the old sparge. So we are on to the boil. I've added the Challenger hops for bittering, so I've got an hour to wait for the next hop addition. So in go the 10-minute additions: Goldings, Jester and Olicana. Protoflock has already been added. So 10 minutes to go, then the final hop addition at flame out. Flame out, time for the last hop addition, which again is Goldings, Jester and Olicana. So give that a little stir around. Lovely jubbly. So the hydrometer is reading 1043. When adjusted for temperature, we've hit 1044. So that is the end of brew day. Not as good as brew day yesterday, but not horrendous either. So yeah, didn't help this morning the Bulldog brewer failing on me due to the temperature probe error. So that was rather irritating. Then yeah, the hop additions were fine until cooling down, where the pump on the hop cap blocked up, so couldn't recirculate the wort, so it did take a while for it to cool down. And then yeah, so I had to lift the hop cap to the higher level so I could transfer it into the fermentation vessel using the ball valve tap at the bottom, which was quite slow as well, but never mind. I got 1044 on the hydrometer, so point above what I was aiming for, which is good. We're mostly tidied up now, so yeah, been a long day, but I did start late, so yeah, anyway, goodish, you know, I got a beer out of it, so yeah. Tomorrow I probably will brew again. I'm just collecting some RO water now. I want to brew that Pennsylvanian Swanky beer. So it'll be 1.5 kilos of Marisotto, 1.5 kilos of wheat malt. Chuck some Goldings in at the start, chuck some in at the end. Aniseed, star anise, bish bash bosh. Use some Belgian ale yeast and see what that turns out like. I've added the yeast to the today's brew, the pale ale. Just using SO4 because it's a English style pale ale, so using English style yeast. So yeah, right, that's it. Thank you for watching. See you all again soon. Goodbye.